Across the crazy swings of the market and AI and all this stuff, Leetcode, against all odds, refuses to die. In case you're new here, my name is Greg Hogg. I'm most famous for creating algomap.io. Free Roadmap has over 100,000 users, and my paid bootcamp, I literally do live classes, one-on-ones, and mentor North American developers. Hence, everyone asks me why I still teach DSA. They're so confident that it's going to die. It's not going to be part of the interview process anymore. We won't need to know it. And I mean, part of this is true. Like, the landscape has drastically changed since I've been teaching this stuff. I remember when ChatGPT marked the day when software engineering really did change forever. We haven't needed to write a line of code ever since. And when Claude Code came out, just last year actually, not only have we not had to write the code, we haven't even really had to look at the code. But weirdly enough, with all of these AI improvements and layoffs and all these interesting things happening, the interview process itself has hardly changed at all. For years now, people have been saying that Leetcode's going to die, as companies aren't going to need to test it anymore. But this claim just hasn't really held up to reality, right? These companies are moving their processes all the time for the actual job landscape, but the way they're hiring, I mean, this claim hasn't held up. Like month after month and year after year, everyone keeps saying, nah, they're going to stop asking these questions, but they still are. Leetcode and these hacker rank things, they're still alive and honestly more popular than ever. In the olden days, when we were writing code by hand, I mean, it made sense, right? Like, the job was to write code, so companies were assessing your ability to write code. Like, that matches up. Today, like, how is there even an argument for DSA when we can be in Claude Code and just prompt the AI and you don't even have to look at the IDE? Like, why is this a viable interview process? Why does it make any sense that they're doing this? Because even after AI started kicking butt and writing the code for us, Leetcode is still a core, arguably the most core part of the software interview process. So let's explore some possibilities as to why that could be the case. On one hand, it might be that big companies might not write the code by hand, but they still do review the code by hand. And this is true. They typically do. Frankly, they handle commits and merges differently than, you and I handle our vibe-coded pet projects. Like, I get it. So maybe Leetcode ability could be evaluated to signal one's skill as like an AI supervisor, kind of like an extra line of defense. On the other hand, like, let's remind ourselves what Leetcode actually tests. Mainly, it's about efficiency. And so it's probably not worth your time checking to see if Claude used a frickin' heap or not. Like, it's been trained on Leetcode and all of this stuff already. It knows n log n is better than n squared, and it also knows how to get there. So what I really think is going on here is that Leetcode sticks because the grind itself has never really been about coding or data structures or efficiency at all. And just like going to university has never really been about the education. It's more like a rite of passage. Both of these things are difficult and long things to pursue. If this was simply about testing one's coding fundamentals, companies would ask you one or two reasonable problems with a reasonable amount of time for you to answer them. They might even give you like a pop quiz on efficiency. There's nothing wrong with that approach. However, that's not typically what they do, right? Like, instead, they typically are going to ask you more questions than you can possibly handle with a very high difficulty in a short time frame. Often, these problems are so niche that unless you put a considerable amount of time learning these things beforehand, you simply wouldn't stand a shot. Coming up with Dijkstra's on the fly would just be insane, right? And educating it to your interviewer would just be bonkers. In fact, companies will purposely attempt to exhaust your brain by having several rounds of Leetcode, SQL, system design, AI, and more, possibly in the exact same afternoon. In fact, it's so hard that there's really only two types of people that would pass this level of interview. There's A, those that are naturally gifted. I've met them. I went to the University of Waterloo. They're there. And there's B, those that are dedicated enough to specifically grind it out. Let me say that again, specifically grind it out. A types are cool, but I've only met a handful of them. Almost everyone that breaks in is a B type who has spent weeks, months, or years with this particular goal in mind. And that's really what Fang is testing for here, right? Like, while being gifted can help solve interesting problems, it's really the grit that's gonna get stuff done. Will you work hard for us and help us do the impossible? Do you want this so bad that you're willing to make severe sacrifices for it? Like, do you want to just be average, or do you want to be the very best? Leetcode is so good for this. It's perfect for this. It is endless problems where you go through the same cycle over and over. New problem. Nope, don't know how to do this. Well, let's branch out. There's those that'll figure it out, and there's those that will give up. They want to see which side you're on. I can tell you from someone who's taught hundreds of problems that when you do a lot of problem solving, your brain gets phenomenally good at just figuring stuff out. The next problem's always easier. I mean, maybe not technically, but mentally it is. You're used to it. That's what it's all about. Can you get past the frustration, the confusion, the anger, and just figure it out? And by the way, around the topic of actually figuring it out, they're often bringing you in person again these days to make sure you're not cheating. They want to make sure you're able to figure it out. So if that's all you're thinking about is like, okay, great, but you can cheat now, yeah, you're going to have a tough time. Now, I know some people might just make this claim, which is that companies simply don't want to change. They don't want to change the interview process because it's structured, it's organized, everyone has the same one, and they're just too slow and bulky for that. There's too much bureaucracy. Well, I mean, I guess only time will tell because whoever really knows for sure. But I think we can all agree, right? Like if it didn't work, like if it wasn't bringing in the talent that they were looking to get and that were not worth the money, then they would probably pivot rather quickly, right? Like I think they would notice these things. I'm pretty sure they care because they lay off in the thousands to, get rid of people they don't need. So I'm pretty sure they care about bringing in talent in the first place. So there you have it, guys. That's why I think Leetcode just refuses to die. Number one, if you want to learn DSA completely for free, then go to algomap.io/roadmap. It's a free pathway. You can do the problems. I've got solutions. You're going to love it. If you're looking to advance your career, I've got live classes, one-on-ones, and this whole structured platform for DSA, system design, and AI. It's my paid job to do it, and it gets amazing results. So you can go to algomap.io for that, and I will see you guys in the next one.